Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 28th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is Om Kriyam Namah, which means my actions are aligned with cosmic law. And every once in a while it feels good to do a mantra in Sanskrit. I think Sanskrit is so powerful. Every syllable has power. Every syllable has meaning in Sanskrit. And as we're building into this new moon in Sagittarius, I think this is the perfect time to really bring in some meaning, to bring in some higher level truth into the energy. And as we flow into this new moon, this is my favorite mantra for the flow because it is the law of karma mantra, Om Kriyam Namah. But I think that sometimes we get a little swayed on the notion of karma, that karma is only like the bad stuff coming around. But karma it's the flow. It's being in the flow, being in the lessons, being in the moment of the universe. Lala agrees. She's playing with her mousie. So, Om Kriyam Namah. And it's perfect for today because we don't actually have a lot going on. We have the sun, or not the sun, the moon shifting into Sagittarius at like 12:48 p.m., 12:46 p.m. Pacific time. So midday moon shift. That means we have a void moon most of the day, like the beginning part of the day. So it's quiet, finishing up the Scorpio, finishing up the depth of the Scorpio. And then with the moon moving into Sagittarius, the dark of the moon, the darkest little moment before we start this new lunar cycle. So getting in alignment with the flow. This new moon is happening at 7 degrees in Sagittarius. Early tomorrow morning, it's actually happening at 4:18 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow morning. And that's what's happening. That's what we're building into. And it's at this 7 degrees. That degree of allowing the universe, of allowing the flow. I'm going to let you know the Sabian sign because the Sabian symbol for this energy is so beautiful and so in alignment with the cards that I pulled. Cupid knocks at the door of a human heart. Well, humans, it is our time to take the opening, higher perspective of Sagittarius and open up our hearts. I have an image of the Grinch from the movie The Grinch where his heart grew 10 sizes that day. I don't know if it was 10 sizes, but that's the energy I'm seeing. 10 sizes. We all have this ability to expand and grow and open in our hearts. It requires an open mind. It requires the ability to flow. It requires the remembrance that we are all connected, that we are all one. And so we're working into this and through this as we build into this new moon. Now, what's interesting is that we don't have a lot of direct things going on today. The moon moving into Sagittarius is the only thing that's happening. But we're growing into a few things. Like this new moon energy, for instance, is going to be basically in a mutable T-square with the nodes and with Neptune. So we know the T-square, especially the mutable T-square, is like, oh, I'm kind of at a crossroads. I don't know which way to go. If you don't know which way to go, it's time to go in and grow. The other thing that we have going on is we're building into a Venus-Uranus square, an exact square at 20 degrees. This is going to be happening tomorrow with the new moon. And it's also going to be kind of a T-square with Jupiter and Libra. It's a wide T-square. It's tightening a little bit. But we still have that energy. And it's so interesting because the mutable T-square is like, I don't really know which way I'm going to go. I'm kind of at a crossroads. I'm indecisive. And the cardinal T-square is like, I need to take action. So we have these two parts of ourselves. I want to take action. I need to control. I need to do. But I'm really not really sure what to do. It's time to love. I have the card, the lovers. I have the card, the dream. And it's not necessarily about a relationship, specifically. I think it's about relationship with the world, growing in love with the world, falling in love with the flow of the world. Even though it might be hard right now, even if you were in control, would not be having this world be this way at this time. Om Kriyam Namah. Get your actions aligned with your part of this cosmic law and your part with this unfolding. And part of that at this time, for all of us that are listening, those with ears to hear, is to be shot with Cupid's arrow and open and grow at this time. I do have the Thunderbolt card, and this card, to me, the Thunderbolt card is always a release of ego. And I'm not saying this is a time to release boundaries. Moon finishing up in Scorpio, boundaries are still really important. But can you open up your heart and expand, even as you hold your boundaries that are appropriate for you and release parts of your ego and trust that you will not fall on hard ground, but that you will fly, you will be given the wings. It's an interesting balance. It is coming into a level of maturity. Can you trust yourself to make it at this time? I believe in you. I trust you. It's not necessarily the easiest path, but I 100% believe in it. And that being said, I have two other cards to show you. I have the medicine card from the Sacred Symbols, Medicine Man or Medicine Woman. That says it's a healer, healing in its highest form. Prophecy, natural magical abilities. Meditate when wanting healing on the physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual plane. Also helpful when wanting to induce prophetic visions. And this is a symbol from the Native American medicine man or woman, and they were held in high regard and had magical powers of spiritual healing and seeing the future. All-seeing, all-knowing, all uniting. We are all united in this. So it's time to open to how we are all united in this. And also, I think, recognizing that love is such a beautiful, powerful healer for us. And so, even as you're releasing, as we move into the new moon, as we're in the dark of the moon, opening up and growing and calling in the divine love energy, the divine love of oneness. And knowing in through this, we are supported. I have a Ganesh card. It was a lovely birthday gift from one of my favorite people. The card Blessings, and it says you are divinely protected. Ganesh asks you to consider what exactly you want at this time and then surround it in that energy of love. He asserts that your desires are within your reach. The universe is conspiring to help you achieve your aspirations. Since the universe is in harmony with your desires, the how will transpire effortlessly. So here's a little Ganesh to help you as you fall into the flow. Om Priyam Namah. Now I want to mention I'm putting up a sale for those of you who love the monthly readings. And it's going to be basically $180 for 6 of them. So once a month for the next 6 months. Or if you want to buy all 12 now for the next year, that will be $300. So that will be like getting 2 readings free. So I'm going to put that up on Gaia Blooming later today, which will be Sunday for me, but Monday for you guys. So check that out at GaiaBlooming.com or email me, mimiclark@gmail.com if you'd like that. And I still have my other reading sale going at this time to $30 for 25 minutes. Have a beautiful day. All love. Namaste.